On my first visit here at Auschwitz, I was accompanied by a famous survivor, Elie Wiesel. We were walking away from the gas chambers, and the sun was setting. Elie paused for a moment, and then he said something I will never forget. You know, he said, most people think the opposite of love is hate. It's not. It's indifference. Today it's the same story. Silence, indifference, and the exception of this hatred. So today, all of us must take a pledge to never be silent when it comes to anti-Semitism, or for that matter, any other hatred. These lessons for Auschwitz are not just for Jews, they're for the entire world. That's because Jews are the canaries in the coal mine. When the canary dies, miners know they have to get out of that mine as fast as possible. That canary died 15 months ago on October 7th. And that is the most consequential warning for the entire world. Yes, Hitler went after the Jews first. But when it was all over, more than 60 million human beings were dead. And this continent lay in ruins. Over 1 million Jews were killed here at Auschwitz. But they were not alone. 70,000 Polish Christians who thought they might be safe were also murdered right here, along with the others. When I spoke here 5 and 10 years ago, I talked about the horrors that Jewish survivors lived through. But I always spoke about it in the past. It never occurred to me that this could happen again. Of course, I'm not talking about gas chambers, but attacks on the Jewish people, the boycotts, the targeting, the exclusion could not be more real. And yes, they are really happening. But here is a crucial point. These attacks are not just targeting Jews. They are attacking Judeo-Christian beliefs, which is the bedrock of Western civilization. When we hear the chants like globalized intifada or death to Israel, what they are really saying is death to Western civilization. How do you stop this? Today, we have a generation that is led by social media, indoctrinated by activist teachers, and aided by a complacent population. They're complacent because they don't see it as their problem. But please believe me, it is all of our problems. Today in the US, 87% of Americans 30 and over fully support Israel's right to exist, just as every other country has exactly the same numbers. But for Americans under 30, the number drops to 40%. No right to exist? Almost half of all younger Americans don't believe Israel has a right to exist. And they are our future leaders. Let me tell you, this is not just happening in America. It is happening to young people in every single country that is represented here. Just as in my country, young people are getting most of their information from social media, and that is dangerous. Education, serious, honest education, is the only way to correct this, and that won't be easy. entire institutions will have to be overhauled and corrected. And that goes for the media as well. Keeping opinions out of news would be a good start. So today, I cannot stand here and look at these survivors and say that everything is okay, as I have in the past, because everything is not okay. Roman Kent's words haunt us. So let today be the day we all of us, world leaders and ordinary citizens, Jewish and non-Jewish, old and young, make a solemn pledge to stop this now before it's too late. We must, you must, and that's every one of your countries. No hatred of Jewish people or any people is tolerated at all. Remember, it wasn't just Jews that died here. Practically every single prime minister, president, king here today lost millions of their own countrymen in a war to defeat this hatred. 80 years ago, millions of young men gave up their lives so these gas chambers were turned off forever. That means millions of young men, I should say women, never had the chance to live out their lives, to fall in love, to have families, to do good work, to watch their children grow up. They gave up everything so we would live in a free and safe world. More than 60 million human beings died, 6 million of them Jews. We will never know what the world lost in all these deaths, the cures for disease, the great works of art, music, and literature. So much is lost with each life that was extinguished. Our future, the future of the entire world, depends on which direction young people take. They have a choice to go on the old road of hatred once again, or they can summon up the courage to stand up to these hatreds swirling around them. All of us have a choice as well. We can leave here and go back to our 50 different countries and assume it's not our problem. Or we can leave here united in our determination to stop this hate rising up in our world, united in our determination to guide our young people in the right direction, united as one.